I'll try almost anything. So when Mattel Electronics asked me to compare their Intellivision games with Atari, I gave it a try. I compared Atari baseball with Intellivision and found Intellivision played much more like real baseball. Then I compared Atari football with Intellivision. Again, Intellivision played more like the real game. In my opinion, if you try them both, there's only one conclusion you can come to. Intellivision from Mattel Electronics.
Oh, what up everyone? That's right, pre-Nintendo games. So today I'm going to be talking about my Intellivision collection. So today will be my first collection video. I'm CliffRacer666 by the way, thank you for watching. I also want to mention that almost all of it today was shot later on in the day than I usually shoot, so it has a little bit of a darker lighting situation than usual. So bear with me. Let's get right to it. Anyways, I'm doing this video partially because I saw Atari Creep's video showing his Intellivision collection, and I thought, well, that'd be kind of a good start for my first collection video to show my Intellivision collection. My story of getting the Intellivision, the Mattel Electronics Intellivision, I should say, comes basically from somebody spelling it incorrectly on Craigslist. And this person spelled it, what was it? Intellevision, like Intellivision, instead of Intellivision, you know? Anyways, he posted this console, complete in box, I should say, and I have the box right here. So this is the first thing I'm showing is the console. And here's the box, and you can see it's in actually pretty good condition. And I have the manual too. This is the side that has been opened quite a few times, I think, because on this other side you can see it's a little bit more burned out. But you know what? This is in relatively good shape for a system that is as old as it is. And the foam is even in there. The foam is in there. I have the manual. I have everything for it. So anyways, he posted this system with 18 games on Craigslist for, I think it was $50. And I jumped on it immediately because I have always known about the Intellivision since I was a kid, because I remember my older brother telling me that he had gone to somebody's cabin and that they had this weird Nintendo system that he had never heard of in there, and it was called the Intellivision, and he said that it was so weird that you played Donkey Kong, that's probably why I thought it was Nintendo, that you had these weird little plastic overlays that you slipped into the controller that showed you the controls, and I always thought that was so bizarre, you know, so different to me because I'm a little bit younger, so I didn't grow up in that era of gaming. So I jumped on it, I bought it, and it came with a lot of games, and so that's what I'm going to show next. Here are all the games on the shelf. Now they're not in alphabetical order, I just mostly have them sorted by color or kind of loosely by category or publisher, depending on, you know, what they are. Okay, so I'm just going to go through these as quick as I can here. Here we have the two educational games that I have. Those are Word Fun and Math Fun, and they are what they are. I have them because I got them in a large lot of Intellivision and Commodore 64 games that I got about, I don't know, 14 months ago. Space Spartans, skiing, tennis, first licensed Major League Baseball game. There's a lot of these games that are the first licensed game for their specific sport. See, NBA, basketball. I'm not a professional sports fan, but football, you got your football. NHL hockey, okay. Yeah, so anyways, blackjack and poker, very good condition. This is, I think, was the pack-in for the system. That came with the console when I bought it, and a lot of these games, so did this one. You can see this one is also in very good condition and has the overlays. So almost all the games I have their overlays and their instructions, and many of them have the little catalog inside of them too. So especially the ones that I got from the guy that I got the console from on Craigslist, the Craigslist deal guy. All the stuff that I got from him was in very good condition. Very lightly used, I will say. Pitfall, Stampede, Pinball, Motocross with the new sticker. Now you can see that this is not a gatefold box. Some of the later Intellivision boxes, before they became NTV Corp, did become smaller. So, okay, so next is Thin Ice. Now this is an NTV Corporation game, and I think this is one of the funner games on the system. There is a box variant for this game where the sign where it says Thin Ice has white writing instead of yellow writing. And I'm not sure if it's 50-50 on which one is more common, but, you know, just so you know, if you ever see it out there, there is a variant. Cool game though, kind of like Quicks or Kicks, or kind of like Kakoma Night in Busyland, if you've ever played that for the Super Nintendo. I actually think that game is pretty cool. That was not from the guy on Craigslist, that was from somebody on OfferUp. And that person had an Intellivision 3 system that they had already sold, but they still had the games laying around. And so they had been sitting on OfferUp for quite a while, and I went to go pick them up, and naturally it turned out great, you know. So here's the next one. This is Dig Dug. This is another NTV Corporation game. This one is another one that's a little bit more uncommon, you know. All the NTV Corporation games are slightly more uncommon than any regular Intellivision game. But yeah, that's a good port of Dig Dug. Up next is Diner, and this is the sequel to Burger Time for the Intellivision, and this is another late NTV Corporation game. And this game is pretty great, actually. I think this game is way funner than regular Burger Time. It's actually, as you can see, it's actually quite a bit of a different game, with sort of a similar hook to it, but not really exactly the same. So I'm going to move through some of these classic arcade ports because everybody already knows what they are. So, Frogger, I'm missing the manual. Donkey King, got your Donkey Kong, of course. This one's in pretty good shape. This is another one that came from the Craigslist guy. And this is a hideous version of Donkey Kong. If you've never played this version, it's terrible. Truly a shame that it looks so hideous. It's actually ridiculous. It makes the Intellivision... When I first played my Intellivision, that was the first game I played, and I thought, what the hell is this crap? You know? But it was a trick, because freaking Coleco, you know, I don't know if they were trying to pull a scam on everyone, try to pull the wool over everyone's eyes, but they must have... I think that they deliberately made that version look like crap, because he's like green. Donkey Kong looks hideous. Anyways, regular Burger Time. Burger Time Deluxe is cool. Bump and Jump. This is actually a pretty cool version. And here we got a couple iMagic games. Safecracker. Some of these boxes are a little bit smushed, the iMagic ones, because they came in a large box of stuff with the other game. There are a few other games in here. I bought a lot, like I said, about 14 months ago or 13 months ago. I bought a large, it was like a chest full of Commodore 64 and Intellivision games. And that was how I got my NTV, or my Intellivision voice module, which I'll show later. Some of these games where the boxes are in more smushed condition, like Frog Bog here, you can see Frog Bog's kind of like a more smushed box, like it's more burned out looking. This came from the Commodore deal box, because the guy that I bought my Intellivision from, he had taken extremely good care of his stuff, and none of his games had anything close to like that kind of damage on. Anyways, not that that matters that much, but I was immediately spoiled by such a great deal with the games being in such perfect condition. So that's why I'm sitting here complaining about my slightly dinged up copy of Safecracker by iMagic. So Dragonfire, pretty cool. Human Attack, Beauty and the Beast. and Atari Creep talked about this. It's kind of like the iMagic Donkey Kong ripoff, but it's much fancier than the Intellivision Donkey Kong port by Coleco. Another one that everyone knows, Astro Smash, and as you can see, this one is in very nice condition. Got your overlays, got your Intellivision manual and your catalog in there. I do enjoy the Intellivision gatefold boxes. I think that the box designs for these are actually really cool. Auto racing. Anyways, Sea Battle. Shark. This is actually a cool game. I don't know if this is the first game ever where you play as a little fish and you eat other smaller fish until you get big, but it's the oldest game with that mechanic that I've ever played. Night Stalker. Everyone knows Night Stalker. Now we're getting here towards the end, so I'm just going to go through these. Tron Deadly Disc. This is another one with kind of a dinged up box, but this is actually a really cool game. I'm glad to have this one, actually. This game is pretty cool. Lock and Chase. This is an interesting game, I will say. This is actually a pretty cool game. I was interested to find out that there's a Famicom version of that game. I've never played. I think it was Famicom. I'll have to look that up. Triple Action. That's kind of like your standard versus combat kind of game. It's almost like the Intellivision equivalent of combat. Snafu. Another cool one. This is like Snake, if anyone remembers Snake, kind of. Advanced D&D. Pretty complicated game for such an old system, but actually kind of cool. I need to get a little bit further into that, because I think if I did, I could actually get some fun out of that one. I really do. Armor Battle. Pretty cool game. I mean, it is what it is, you know. It's just a freaking tank game on the Intellivision. Space Battle. There's my last box game that I got to show. Okay. Alright, so next I'm going to show the loose games that I have. So the first one is Mission X. Do I have to say it? Masters of the Universe. This is a cool one. I didn't know that this existed until I got it, because it was in the box with all the Commodore stuff. And when I got it, I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. Okay, and then you got your voice module. Now, the voice module is kind of interesting, but one thing that's interesting about this is that you can kind of fry it, like you can kind of fry these older games, and you can have it make some really interesting glitchy sounding voices. And that's honestly, the glitchy sounding voices, to me, are more interesting than the actual voices themselves, because who cares if it says B-17 Bomber? I want it to sound like a broken robot or like it's dying. I want it to sound like I'm torturing the video game. So, anyways, that's my Intellivision collection for now. There are some games that I'm hoping to get in the future. I am particularly interested in TV Corporation games. I'll be looking out for them, but I know that they're difficult to find. I was really happy to get the ones that I have, and I'm really grateful for the deals that I've gotten as far as the Intellivision goes. So, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.